Hello, everyone. Welcome to Alphawisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandria. Today, we're talking about the lunar mount, also referred to as the mount of the moon. It's located just below the upper Mars on the percussive side of the palm, this side. All right? And when we talk about this, we're talking about your creativity, your imagination, and your intuition. Here's an illustration of what it looks like. Here is the lunar mount, also called the mount of the moon or the lunar mount of the moon or moon mount. So any way you prefer saying it. But either one is used interchangeably, lunar or moon. So here it is. This fleshy part is right across from the Venus mount. And you can't miss it. We all have it. That's a part of our hand structure. The only difference is this. When you're trying to determine something about or everything about the lunar mount, you need to look at its strength. And that's by a bulge here. On some hands, you may have it yourself. This part of the hand seems to bulge out. Probably take it for granted, never thought much about it. Rather than the palm coming straight down. It's like a little bulge there. And here, we call this the pad. This might be raised, it might be thickened, or you can use the word full. They're all the same. Okay? That's how we could tell. So, with a decidedly outward bulge, it is called well developed. So this would be considered well developed. If it is thick, and this seems to be thick, or we will say it is regarded as a strong mount. When it is both thick with a bulge, it is a very strong mount. All right? We're going to look at examples of that momentarily. But first, in this type, you may have vertical lines. When there's the bulge and when there's a full patty, you may have these lines. You can have one, you can have two, or you can have several. They can be here or they can be closer to the side. And what this is indicating is added strength to it. And when they lie close together, if they are kind of close together, this will also increase the power. That means you strong intuition, strong imagination, great with creativity. These lines on a mount developed at the side, but flat in the palm. Let's say if the palm is flat, you have no fullness here. This will be nearly as powerful as if the mount showed a medium development inside the palm. So these seem to add, even if it looks like it's just about flat or flat. Now, if the outward development and the large pad in the palm are deep, a well-cut vertical line or lines or several lines, it will show an excessively developed lunar that reaches toward the danger point of the type. There's also an extreme, and this would be the extreme if this is full or fully padded, and this is a nice large bulge, and then you've got these lines here, then that may be a problem, okay? So let's take a look at what bulges look like on the real palm. Now that's a bulge. This would be considered medium. And this appears to be full as we go further down. You don't see fullness up here because it doesn't really start up there. We usually started somewhere in the center here where I have the line, and then it could swing out. Now this swings out a little bit, but that's full. Let's take a look at another example. Compare. This is larger, and this appears full. So when I say full, then it may be referred to as thick, but this is a bulge. And some people have a larger bulge, okay? So those are the examples. The lunar mount indicates one who believes in signs and omens and has wonderful vision and hallucinations, as someone may refer to them as, that grow to be real to the person and influence the person greatly. The person is sensitive, could shrink into themselves and away from company. They do not seek society and realize that they are different from other people. They feel that. So they retire to a more secluded place where they can enjoy themselves by themselves. They love nature and all things that elevate the senses and excite the imagination. The lunar represents receptive, passive, and emotional aspects of the personality. It is the home of our subconscious drives, instincts, and imagination. Now, the lunar mount ranges from a highly gifted subject to one who is insane. That's what it means when this is thick. This is really extended out as a large bulge, and you've got these lines here. That would be the extreme, reaching the point of danger, okay? Where there is no mount, let me clarify that we all have a mount, but it's not full, it just tends to be just flat. When you find too much mount, there is much to imagination, which may show the healthy mind of operation of the mind. So when it's flat, it doesn't apply at all. You don't have that. We think of it as somewhat deficient or lacking. Because the individual tends to be too realistic, unimaginative, and may be classified as dull. Fantasy is of no interest in imagination and is seen as the indulgence of fools. That's how they think, because they don't have that element of creativity, imagination, and intuition functioning. A small or deficient mount indicates a person who's quiet, passive, and somewhat introverted individual who rarely gets angry with others. So let's see it when it's flat or doesn't have the bulge. Here's an example of no bulge. And it may be some little thickness here. Let's see another example. All right, straight down. No bulge. This may be a little thickness, especially around this area here. That's where your intuition category would be. And we have one more. All right. No bulge, but this appears to be thick. So we have a variety of ways that we can be evaluated. But that's important, not just to look at it. If you're looking, you want to know what you are looking at and what that means. Okay, we've come to the end. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, by all means, give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Welcome to the new subscribers. Very happy to have you be a part of this. All right, have a great day and love yourself. Love and light. Bye.